So, hey guys, this is November 18th, the day after that traumatic earthquake yesterday here in Jensen. It was also around this time, just like what others said. 4 p.m. is kind of traumatic for everybody because that's when it happened. Me and my family are all safe. I wanted to let you guys know that, and I wanted to thank everybody, to those who reached out, who messaged us, who called us during this traumatic earthquake that happened in Jensen yesterday. Particularly, it was from Jensen area, Sarangani area, and Davao City and neighboring cities in Mindanao. So what happened was, initially the recorded magnitude was 7.2 with an intensity of an 8. It was really strong. That must be the first strongest earthquake that I've experienced in my life. We have earthquakes here before, 6.4, 6.5, but according to Feebox, they have already downgraded it to 6.8, but it was really strong. I was pulling out to pick up my kids at school because my middle child and youngest were the ones getting off early. My eldest was an hour later. I usually just come back and pick her up. But when I got to the school and the security guard was already calling my kids, and I can already see them going out, and just when I got a hold of their bags, because we were headed back to the parking lot to the car, and that when it started shaking. It was really scary seeing cars dangling, seeing the cell tower dangling back and forth, and you're getting a hold of your child, but you were also worried because my eldest was still inside the school building. It started slow, then in the middle part, it was really strong, and I was just hugging my kids, but I was so worried with my eldest because I can't get a hold of her after the shaking. I took my two girls to the car, get them settled there, came back to the entrance and tried to find my eldest, and thankfully I got a hold of her teacher, and her teacher looked for her, and then she was headed out crying. She was crying because she got scared. She was crying because she was worried with her siblings, because normally we tell her that in cases like that, the first thing you find are your siblings. Gather up together, then mommy and daddy will pick you guys up. But yesterday, she just couldn't find her siblings. That's really what upsets her, and she was crying. And I told her as soon as I got her out of there that I got her siblings. They're in the car, and it took really long for us to get out of the school because they control the traffic. I got there like 10 minutes before dismissal time, so everybody was there. It was chaotic, parents were worried. I could understand that. Traffic was building up inside and outside the school campus, but we were able to get out of there. The damages from this earthquake was a lot. Malls are closed right now. Some of the malls are closed right now for thorough inspection and clearing. Some parts of the mall, like the groceries that were not affected and was already inspected, are open so people can buy their essentials. But it was really scary. Schools, there are schools that got damaged, houses that were damaged. And the thing yesterday, Forrest was at home. He was unable to get out of our bedroom because as soon as that earthquake hit, his vertigo has also started. So he was having a hard time to get out of the bedroom. My brother was having a hard time getting him out of there because of the shaking and stuff. I'm just thankful that our house did not collapse, because Forrest would have been stuck inside the house, and that wouldn't be pretty, and I was so worried. When I called, as soon as I got the girls, I called and checked how my husband was doing, and that's when my brother was telling me that he wasn't able to get out of the house and stuff, because Forrest said if he tried, he would have fell on the floor because of too much shaking. It was really strong. That must be the strongest earthquake that we have experienced here in Jensen. I was gonna film today on the damages that occur, but for safety purposes, they're not gonna let you in closely to the damaged sites, which is understandable. So I wanted to film this. And to those who have relatives, families, and friends in Jensen area, Sarangani area, Davao area, South Cotabato, please check on them. So far, the casualty is 7. And unfortunately, we have a family friend that died yesterday from this earthquake. It's really sad because he's an owner of a hardware store, and when he was getting out, the rack of steel just fell over him and he did not make it out. So condolences to the Butal family in Sarangani province. Our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. It was really a traumatic experience. I made sure my kids are okay. I asked them today if because my eldest was shaking. I could understand it because she was still inside the building. Mama was shaking. Mama was so worried because she's still inside. We don't know what's going to happen. That strong earthquake could really collapse a building. Malls like SM malls really took a hit from this earthquake. So we are safe. My family and I are safe. Everybody is okay. Forrest is okay. He's still dealing with his vertigo up to this day. We did not sleep last night because we're afraid that there might be an aftershock and stuff. I want to make sure we're ready and we can get the girls out, Forrest out of the house if there's aftershocks again. So it's really traumatic for the people of Jensen and to those family who have lost their family members. As I mentioned earlier, 7 are the reported deaths at the moment. So if you guys see people passing by, I'm actually at Save More. I'm trying to get some food because this is the closest mall here in our house and it's the weekend. We have to get something. But I wanted to give you guys an update that we are all okay, and thank you guys all for your prayers, your thoughts, your safety wishes and everything. The Eaton squad are safe, and I hope that those with families here in our area are also safe. And our condolences and sympathies to those who have lost their loved ones and friends from this tragic incident here in Jensen yesterday. So keep safe, everybody, and thank you guys again for all your prayers.